In today's video, we'll follow the journey of building a farm garage in just 10 days. From the initial plot of land to the finished structure, every step was meticulously executed, resulting in a sturdy, functional space perfectly suited to rural life. The worker begins by installing the steel support legs onto the concrete foundation, drilling holes and tightening the anchor bolts for secure fastening. Next, he uses a laser level and a square ruler to check the height, balance, and mark the technical positions. After completing the measurements and recording the necessary parameters, two workers measure, cut, and assemble the wooden beams into individual components, then use a nail gun to secure them firmly. Once completed, a forklift is brought in to transport the wooden components, preparing them for the assembly process. The workers measured, positioned, and arranged the wooden beams to assemble the wall frame on the ground. After the joints were securely fastened, a SkyTrack forklift assisted in lifting and erecting the entire wooden frame onto the concrete foundation, creating the first main structure of the building. A bolt tightening machine was used to securely fasten the sturdy wall pedestals to the concrete foundation. Once completed, the wooden frame was erected and adjusted using a crane, creating a stable structure for the building. Skytrack forklifts sequentially lift the wooden wall panels into position while workers align and secure the column bases to the concrete foundations. Once completed, the wall panels are joined together, forming the framework that encloses the entire structure. The worker erects the door frame, aligns the columns and beams surrounding the door, and then securely fastens it to the main structure. Once completed, the door frame is precisely shaped and ready for the subsequent door installation and finishing stages. The workers assemble the trusses on the ground, reinforcing the bracing and plates to increase stability. After the trusses are erected onto the house frame, the purlins are installed and connected completely, creating a sturdy roof frame ready for the roofing process. A crane lifts the entire roof truss and purlin system into place, while workers adjust it to fit the wall frame below. Once securely fastened, the roof frame is complete, providing the foundation for the roofing process. The workers measure and cut the timber to the correct size, then use a self-propelled forklift to install the components onto the roof frame. Finally, the purlins are aligned and securely bolted in place, completing the roof frame in preparation for the roofing process. Install the ventilation panels under the eaves, aligning and fitting each panel snugly into the wooden frame. Then, the details are securely bolted in place, completing the eaves and preparing it for the exterior roofing process. The worker uses chains and lifting equipment to stabilize the frame, then uses a spirit level to check and adjust the vertical alignment of the wooden posts. After precise adjustments, the structure is securely fixed. The craftsman measures, cuts, and assembles the wooden planks into a door frame, then uses a nail gun to secure the joints. Once completed, the door frame is transported to the construction site. Place the wooden frame into the cutout in the wall. Align it correctly, and then secure it firmly with screws. Once completed, the frame will be seamlessly integrated with the wall system. The workers installed and secured the roof edging strips, then placed the first sheets of corrugated iron onto the truss frame and aligned them precisely before screwing them in place. Finally, the entire roof was covered with dark red corrugated iron, completing the protective layer for the structure. Apply and secure the waterproofing membrane to the entire wooden wall surface using a staple gun, aligning the seams to ensure a tight seal. Once completed, the entire house is covered with a protective membrane, ready for exterior cladding. Install the metal trim strips at the base of the wall. Trim and align them with a spirit level before securely fixing them in place. Once completed, the trim system will surround the entire base of the wall, ready for the exterior wall cladding process. The workers began installing the exterior metal roofing panels onto the walls, precisely aligning them and securing them with screws. With the help of a forklift, the panels were successively installed to completely cover the entire wall surface, completing a durable and modern protective layer for the building. wooden purlins and bracing are installed inside the structure and then securely fastened with screws. Next, insulation is applied to all walls and ceilings, creating a sealed, durable space ready for interior finishing. The craftsman measures and cuts the roof trim strips to the correct size, then installs and secures, Eaves the corner trims and roofing strips with screws. Finally, the ridge cap is installed completely and the edges are carefully aligned, ensuring a tight, sturdy, and aesthetically pleasing roof system. Spread and stretch the moisture-proof plastic film across the ceiling. Then use a staple gun to securely fix it to the wooden rafters. When finished, the entire ceiling surface is covered. Install the ceiling trim strips and securely fasten them to the support frame. Next, install the metal ceiling panels and screw them in place, completing a durable, neat, and cohesive ceiling design. The wooden strips are cut to the correct size, then installed and secured to the wall frame using screws. Finally, the protective film around the window frame is trimmed and carefully aligned. The installer carefully aligns the window frame onto the wall and secures it firmly. Next, The metal cladding panels are fitted snugly against the frame, completing the surrounding details to create a tight-fitting and aesthetically pleasing window system. The project is complete with a solid structure, modern design, and meticulous construction at every stage. What do you think of this project? Please leave your comments below. If you enjoy construction projects like this, don't forget to like the video and support the author's official channel via the link in the description. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next videos.